O you who believe, seek help through patience and prayer. Indeed, Allah is with the patient.
He counts what's left and it's never quite enough, and the bills don't care about the month being rough. He watches others live the life he makes dua for every night, and wonders if his prayers are even reaching any light. Nobody knows the weight of an empty refrigerator. Nobody understands the shame of saying maybe later, when your child asks for something simple that you cannot give, and you hold yourself together just to show him how to live. But Allah said with hardship ease will come, and then he said it twice, because he knew one time would never be enough advice for the man who's in the valley and can't see beyond the hill, that the road he placed you on is bending toward his will. So don't you dare give up on what he promised, it is true. He found his prophet poor and made him more than he once knew. And the patience and the struggle is a currency you earn, that nobody who has never been this hungry gets to learn.
Hold on, nobody knows your hunger until they laid awake and felt their whole torn asunder. Patience is the strength that grows from what you can't control. Allah is with the patient, He will carry your soul. Hold on, He sees what no one sees. Hold on, indeed He is with the patient, believe.
He found out on a Tuesday, and the day will never leave. The kind of wound that doesn't bleed but never stops to grieve. And every picture on the wall became a different kind of lie, and he sat inside the silence of it, cause a man can't cry. Nobody tells you how to breathe when trust becomes a grave. Nobody walks this kind of lonely, this particular kind of afraid. And everything inside him wants to answer wrong with wrong, but patience means you hold your dignity when everything is gone. He said, Ya Allah, I don't know how to carry what I feel. He said, Ya Allah, the man I was, I don't know if he's real. But the deepest tests are given to the ones he loves the most. And patience doesn't mean it doesn't hurt, it means you don't lose hope. Don't let the bitterness become the thing that owns your heart, because the man who holds himself in this, that is the hardest art. And nobody who has never had their closest trust destroyed will ever understand the war between the pain and the void.
Hold on, nobody knows your heartbreak until they're given everything they had and watch someone walk away. Patience is not moving on, it's choosing not to break. It's the only kind of strength that grows inside an ache. Hold on, He sees what no one sees. Hold on, indeed He is with the patient, believe.
He carried his daughter through the rubble and the smoke, and called his wife's name in the darkness till his voice broke. And found nothing, found the silence of the grave, and stood in what remained of everything he tried to save. Nobody knows his grief, don't tell him to be strong. Nobody quotes him verses from a house that's still intact and warm. It's kinda lost, this particular kind of torn apart can only be surrendered directly to a lost heart. And there in the nothing, in the ruins of his world, he raised his hands to Allah for his boy, his wife, his girl. And the words came from somewhere deeper than the mind. Indeed, we belong to Him, and to Him we shall return in time. And that right there is not surrender to despair. That is the highest form of patience any soul could ever bear. And nobody who has never lost to everything in smoke will ever know what it costs a man to say those words and not break.
Hold on, nobody knows your grief until they've held the ones they loved and had to watch them leave. Patience is the only bridge between the loss and the peace. Allah is with the patient, He will bring you release. Hold on, He sees what no one sees. Hold on, indeed He is with the patient, believe. Hold on, nobody knows your pain until they've carried what you're carrying through the rain. Patience is not silence, it's a choice to not break. It is the strength that only Allah builds through heartache. Hold on, the poor man, the broken man, the man in the fire. Hold on, Allah sees every trial and takes you higher. Seek help through patience and through prayer every day. Hold on, indeed He is with the patient always.
And we will surely test you with something of fear and hunger and the loss of wealth and lives and fruits, but give good tidings to the patient. Those who when disaster strikes them say, indeed we belong to Allah, and indeed to Him we shall return.